So I hadn't heard from you this week, so I just figured, I know you're probably busy or whatever. I just thought I'd go through the songs, the two songs that I have the notes for, and do it this way. And if we get together, that's cool. If we don't, well, this can work. Whenever you get the other songs, I'll try and just make it work. But anyway, I just thought I'd go through it. So this is Falling Short, which doesn't have much because you did a fucking killer job. The only, well, there's a couple things. This is actually like super small, and honestly, I'm just gonna throw it out there, and it's kind of up to you what you feel about it. This isn't one that I'm like definitely, but I just kind of hear it. Is in the choruses, pretty much all three choruses. Seems like in the original version, you know, the things I just can't change, it all comes back in the, and that whole thing. When you say the word comes, like in the original version, you used to like push that word harder, and now it's just kind of, it all comes back, and it sounds fine. It sounds really good. I mean, dude, you're nailing it. It sounds, I mean, dude, you're fucking badass. But it just felt like in the demo, it kind of went, it all comes back in. It, like that comes, you like pushed harder. And now it's kind of a little like, let's see. Here's the new version. Which is, it all comes back, which is cool. It's fine. It doesn't sound bad. It might even be fine. I might be tripping, but I just want to at least bring it up as a thought. And the demo is more like, this is the demo. I mean, it's very slight. Honestly, it might even be more so. Maybe I know that the other choruses actually, and maybe I'm just tripping. But I always kind of felt like you used to, like, you push comes. Maybe it's, I don't know. I don't think it's a different note. I think it's just like, you know, like you just kind of made it the accent. And now it's, I don't know. That's kind of very, very small. And that's on all three choruses. It was just the way, you know, that's a very small thing. Anyway, then going into you know, in this song, it's all literally just opinion. There's like nothing that I'm like, dude, really. It's all just kind of like, this is some thoughts. And the next line where it's, you know, the vacant dreams inside my clash with reality, the spirit, the animal, conflicting dualities. The word conflicting, you used to put a like more grit on it, and this one's real clean. And I really liked the grit in the old version. This is the demo. It sounded chorus like conflict. You put a little grit on conflicting. It kind of just gives a little something. Again, really, really small. And then it goes back to the chorus, which is that all comes back, and it's all very, dude. This is all super fucking tiny shit. Same thing in the next one, where it says, "Regrets I ponder in this water. I'm trapped in neutrality." The trapped, you did grittier. It was like grittier on the demo, and you kind of made it more clean on the real one. Maybe, I mean, you probably meant to do it, and if that's how you feel, like, I'm not against any of this shit. I'm just throwing the stuff out that are like thoughts. None of this is like, do this. It's just some things I kind of noticed. This is the demo right now. This is the old demo right now. I'm trapped in neutrality, kind of thing. This is the real version. New version. That one I specifically, I'm trapped, to put a little grit on it. I just think it adds a little balls to it. I don't know, that's a small detail. That one I kind of really liked, gritty, but whatever, again. Oh yeah, and then, this is an idea I never brought up, or I never even thought of, but I just, this whole section after the solo right here, you know, this whole thing. it's awesome and everything, but I think it could really use either, probably not both, but it could go either way. I honestly think you should literally have, it would just add, it seems a little, it needs a fucking another voice to like anchor it or something. I was thinking either straight up just like talking it, like just a low, and it's all going to be real low in the mix, like the vocal is the main fucking thing, it'll just be in the background. Either just talking like, you know, regrets I ponder and endless wander. I don't know. I honestly, that's my second idea. The first, the better idea actually, I think, is if you could literally sing it, but like an octave below or 2 octaves below, whatever the lowest octave you can do of that note, you know, and it'd be really low in the mix, and just be you going like, you know, regrets I ponder and endless, you know, really low. I can't sing, you know, I mean, it's all just one tone, but you know, I think it'd be really cool to have a much lower in the mix, the main vocals, the fucking thing, but you just talk, sing in, I don't know, what, 2 octaves down, or 1 octave down, I guess, I don't know, whatever. The regrets I ponder, endless one trapped in, the whole thing, you know, my chances squandered, these lies I father, you know, mask my reality, or whatever the hell it changed to. That whole, all 4 lines in that whole section, I think if you sang it like an octave below it, it would just really kind of make it fuller sounding. The other idea is just to straight talk it, like just talk it in time. Maybe even all 3, I don't know. That might be fucking much, but I feel it. I've always felt I always thought about something about that section was like needed something, and I finally realized that that's, I think, what it needs. Because your singing's awesome, the vocals are awesome, the lyrics are cool. It's just, I think that's it. I'd appreciate it if you tried it. I think it'll end up working out pretty cool. That's it, man. You nailed that song. I mean, that song you always had. That one was clicked right off the bat, dude. So yeah, that one's really awesome. I mean, those very, very small little things. The chorus thing is, I don't want you to kill yourself. I don't want you to kill yourself over the chorus thing or anything. You know, the whole thing when it comes back. It's just the idea of pushing that word harder on all 3 choruses, and then of course on this last chorus where you double it, you say the next thing, you have to, you know, be the, you know, that's saying folding under, and then over it, you know, folding under, you're making that go high, and then over in the end, of course, at the very end, because that's the same spot, you know, the same word in the next, you know, in the chorus, different word, but the same spot of the words. So yeah, that's it for that. I'm just going to throw this at the end of the video because I didn't mean to say these 2 things too, and this will be the easy way. For Tomer, I had this little small idea, is in the middle section where you're like, what's the line? I don't even have fucking lyrics with me. You know, where it's, you know, an idol remains, and I feel the strain, that whole thing. I'd love to hear when you maybe harmonize the word remains and strain. So it'd be like, what's the lyrics? Whatever. Oh yeah, taking over, and then just remains. Remains would be harmony. Add the harmony, the high harmony on there. Remains might sound cool, and then, you know, oh no, that's what it is. Oh, that's right. But I'm taking over now. Oh, that's right. And I feel the strain. Idle remains. Strain and remains. I think it would sound really cool with the higher harmony on it. It'll just fill it out. Just an idea. If it doesn't sound good, you know, not to use it. Just a thought on that one. I've always thought, you know, that's why if you remember, we were fucking with it. I think that might add what it needs. So that, and then one more thing was in the wake. And this one I have no idea, and I know it'll take time to do, and you know, but hey man, we gotta make this, try everything we can. On all those melodies, the 3 melodies, the one in the very beginning of the song, the one in the middle, and then the one at the very end, you know, that whole thing. It'd be cool to see what a harmony sounds like on that. It might be too much, but it might just be awesome, you know. You know, it's all about mixing. Sometimes you have harmonies, but you really mix it low, so it's not super double-voiced harmony. You know, there's different ways to do things to make it sound more uniform and cool. And I know it's work to try and get that perfect and everything, but I think it'd be worth tracking and having on the track, and we can decide whether it's right, or whether it adds to it or it doesn't. Actually, not even joking, Zach, when we tracked the song, he was like, "You need to add a harmony to that." I was already thinking about it, and then it just never came up. The million other things we were doing. Um, I could care less what Zach has to think about it, but I was thinking it already. He said it. All right, probably should at least throw it in there just to have it. So that. Anyway, yeah, fucking Falling Short's killer. Barely anything. I mean, it's all very, very small shit. Cool. And I'll go to what goes up.